Good morning, guys. It is 11 o'clock here. I'm getting ready to pack to fly to Doha, Qatar, which is going to be later tonight. This has been my beautiful view for the last 9 days and 10 nights here in Singapore. I want to show you what I've been packed out of this whole week, and just to show you that whether you're a guy or a lady, you don't necessarily have to pack for 2 weeks worth of stuff, carrying a large luggage that you have to check, plus a carry-on, plus a backpack. What I've done for the last 2 weeks is I've been living comfortably out of a backpack and a carry-on, but with Qatar Airways, they only allow you to check in one bag at 7 kilograms, which is approximately 15 pounds, and then 2 checked bags equivalent about 22 kilograms, which is about 50 pounds each. If you fly in economy, your first 2 bags are free at 22 kilograms each, which is 50 pounds. And then if you're flying business class, I believe they allow you between 2 to 3 checked bags. This is my suitcase that I've been living out of for the last approximately 10 days. It looks like a regular suitcase, and it's designed by Solgaard. It is 100% recyclable, renewable energy. I didn't buy it because of that. So to all my, whether you're environmentalist or anti-environmentalist, I didn't buy it for that reason. Here's the cool thing about the suitcase. The suitcase is called Carry-On Closet. And I'm going to show you in a second what a carry-on closet really means. This is my closet that I've been storing everything for the last 10 days. And that right there, that is the carry-on closet. Let me walk you through it really quick. The carry-on closet has a lot of space that you could store a lot of things in. Here, this is all your socks and underwear. Now, I chose to put in a Ziploc bag in because you could squeeze a lot more in there. So all my underwear and socks are in a Ziploc bag, so I have a lot more space in here. This is all my t-shirts. And this is my camera equipment, and then I just fit in my swim trunks. This are all my shorts and a belt. And then this does zip up. This compartment zips up. This stays open. You also have an additional storage, which if you can see my hand right now, all this is empty, so I still got to fill it up. And this also will zip up. This is like your extra shelving space that you have that you can put your flip-flops and whatever else you want. In this suitcase, you have your TSA-approved 3-digit code that you can put in that locks, and nobody can open it except for you. Make sure you do remember the code somewhere, because if you don't remember it, you cannot open the suitcase, and these would be the handles to open it. You also have this compartment as well that if you zip up, it's an extra storage. So right now I got my shoes, my flip-flops in there. The shoes fit comfortably. They have a special holder for your shoes. Okay, there's 2 ways to actually put your carry-on closet so it hangs nice and tight as you're packing it. One is you have these 2 clips that clip on like that, and that will keep your suitcase from rolling back and forth. You want to lift this handle all the way up, just like that. And this is how a carry-on closet is held. It looks like it's a lot of stuff, and it actually is all going to fit into one little suitcase, and I'm going to show you after the results. If I were to review this carry-on closet, it's really good if you're going for 7 days internationally. However, it is not good if you are going to be traveling, which is that, in a backpack, which is what I have on now. Because if you overstuff it like I did, I actually had to get rid of some of the things, like my nice dress shoes I had to leave behind, and then my flip-flops. It barely closed. They do say that you don't want to overstuff it. But the first thing is the handle. Let me show you the handle. So the handle actually is stuck. My handle will not go all the way. It does not, because it's supposed to go up one more level, and so I think because it's jammed here, because the carry-on closet is not designed to be overstuffed. So that's one bad thing I would say about the carry-on closet. If you are overstuffing it with souvenirs from another country, right here, this back portion, because it's like bulged a little bit, it will not go up all the way. I actually had to tape it just to be on the safe side, but this portion right here, it's a little bit bulged because I barely was able to close it. So these little locks I had to tape over just to be on the safe side, but not sure if you can tell really close, but this portion right here is actually not sealed all the way, and I did the best that I could. But again, the souvenirs I got are like once in a lifetime from here from Singapore, so I'm trying to do my best to transport it with me. It did lock but I taped it just to be on the safe side to make sure doing transportation from Singapore all the way to DFW Airport, which is about 25-hour flight time. Hopefully it does not break while in transit. Just checked out of my hotel. It's called the View Hotel that I've stayed for the last 10 days. So I really want to talk about, how good of an experience I had here. You've seen some of my videos I've done about it. Like things like something as simple as a water bottle. Hey guys, it's day 6. Quick shout out to my current hotel where I'm staying at. I called room service downstairs and all I asked is I just need a couple of bottled waters and just, trash bags because I can clean the room myself. This is how amazing customer service is here. Here's what I want to show you. Look at this. I asked for a couple of bottled waters. They bring me 6 of them. Customer service in Singapore, it's almost like an art, and every day is like a new day for them to serve somebody better. For them, first impression is everyday first impression. By the way, this is a 4-star out of 5 hotel. If you're from the United States, you might be thinking, oh, well, that's got to be a bougie hotel or it's got to be a really expensive hotel. Honestly, for the 10 days that I was here, just to put in perspective for you, per night, this was about $100 per night, which sounds like it's a lot, but for a 4-star hotel back in the United States, I'll give you an example. There's a Rosewood Hotel Mansion in downtown Dallas, or even Crescent Court Hotel in Dallas, or even Las Colinas Resort, which used to be Four Seasons. If you look at those hotels equivalent, they're about 4 to 5-star hotels, right? So you're going to be paying for any of those hotels I just named, you're going to be paying approximately $400 to $600 per night. Per night, think about that. So for my entire stay at this beautiful 10-story hotel with unbelievable customer service, I paid only about $1,100 for the entire 10 days. It depends on your budget. You could definitely splurge to something a lot higher, because I've seen where you could stay at some of the American hotels that are here if you're feeling more safe, that you don't want to stay at a foreign hotel. I wanted to stay at a foreign hotel because I wanted to fully experience the Singapore way, because I felt like if I were going to stay at a American hotel, which there's a Fairmont Hotel here, there is a Holiday Inn, there's a few of them here, and then there's a JW Marriott, which is a beautiful hotel. I didn't get a chance to take a video picture of it, but you can look it up. I wanted to stay at a local hotel just to experience their way, to completely immerse myself in the way that Singaporean hotel and hospitality really is here. I paid about $1,100 total for this hotel for 10 days. So think about that. That's approximately $110 per night here. So the reason I bring that up is not to brag about how much I spent, but mainly to show you an example that for the same price that you could pay for 2 nights in the United States, here for 10 days, I can expand it for $1,100, where that same price that I just mentioned, you're only going to stay for 2 nights at a Rosewood Mansion or at a Four Seasons. So that's the reason I chose this hotel, because I wanted my money to go much further than they would go back in the United States. I definitely am going to be returning to this hotel just for that main reason, because the customer service is amazing. They have a pool on the 3rd floor. So behind me is their swimming pool. And I even brought my swim trunks, and I meant to swim this week while I'm here in Singapore, but I had no idea that they had this beautiful swimming pool. They have like an outdoor patio that you could sit at. Guys, I just want to show you this. I had no idea that this was in my hotel. This is on level 3. They have a little garden here that you could sit and, I don't know, just chill and relax. This right here is the back of the V Hotel. So this is their scale. So if you are looking to see how much your bag weighs, it's all in kilograms. So luckily with Qatar Airways, my suitcase was supposed to be approximately 22 kilograms is the most they allow. So my suitcase ended up weighing 14.5 kilograms. I got lucky there. My backpack, however, I'm 0.5 kilograms away from having to unload, because you're only allowed with Qatar Airways up to 7 kilograms, and I have 6.5 kilograms, so I'm way lucky on that too. So definitely, if you're going to be staying at the V Hotel, check out this scale if you do need to check how much weight you have. And they also have right here next to the hotel, they have a breakfast place that's also owned by V Hotel. want to look it up, it's owned by Worldwide Hotels. If you type in WW Hotels, I believe it's either .com or .sg. SG stands for Singapore. So a lot of the websites, if you're looking for hotels to reserve, make sure you put at the end not .com, but put in .sg. Next to this V Hotel, they also have a money changing station, and that's the breakfast place. Getting ready to catch a taxi, which is called TADA. Let me talk about it briefly. Pretty simple transportation here. You download the app. You can either pay with cash or with any kind of form of method of payments. However, if you are coming from the United States, as I've said in my previous videos, you can actually purchase a Singapore SIM card. But if you do, before you transfer it, make sure you download the app TADA in the United States, because when you plug in your MasterCard, they are going to require you to verify your code that they're going to send you through your cell phone number. If you're downloading TADA and your MasterCard or your Visa or any kind of credit card is with US phone number, it will not send you a code through your phone number that is Singapore, because I tried that and it didn't do it. With the taxi service here, you would have to pay with cash. So I'm having to go into the exchange booth, which is right here. And it's really not that bad. It's about anywhere between 15 to 25 Singapore dollars, which equivalent of about $20 ride to the airport. So almost $1 a minute with tax included. Guys, I'm here waiting for my taxi. Normally I would have canceled by now. It's an older gentleman. He's in a nicer car. It's Mazda 3 hybrid. I missed the turn a few times, so if it was me, I would have canceled by now, because this hotel behind me is the street. It is only one way, so a lot of the drivers, they do get lost here. Again, all this is new to me, so I was like, you know what? I got nowhere to go. My flight is actually not till 9 p.m. tonight. I'm waiting for him so I can go to the Changi Airport Singapore International, so I can actually check out, because it's got a hotel inside, it's got a shopping mall inside, so I want to go experience it for myself. So that's why I gave myself plenty of time, and I'm not too worried about if he's running a little bit behind. It's well worth waiting, especially if I don't know the area. All right, guys, I finally got to Changi Airport Terminal 1. This is also where the Jewel is, I believe, is after the water fountain. That's one of the tallest here in Singapore and probably in the world. It's a water fountain that comes all the way from the ceiling, comes all the way down, and I'll go explore it to show you in a little bit. I want to show you something. This terminal, for instance, like if you're parking somewhere, like look at this. All behind me, that is all plastic roof. So if it rains, which right now we're in October, which is a rainy season, if a taxi's dropping you off, or Uber, well, Uber's not really here, but when a taxi's dropping you off, you can actually not get wet here. The other thing I just want to mention real quick is I had a really good experience with my taxi driver here. We had a few miscommunications, but you know, it's just because of the language barrier and the culture barrier, because he was trying to tell me I have to book online to go to Terminal 1, but when I try to put it in on this app called TADA app, it would only put Terminal 3, and so he was like, well, I can't take you to Terminal 1 because if I do, then I can't get a ride, and then I have to wait for half an hour. So he was a private driver, but however, after all that, my cost was 23 Singapore dollars, because he was about almost 20 minutes late, because I could see him circling around and around. However, I gave him 30 Singapore dollars total, so that's about a $7 Singapore dollar tip. I'm not bragging in any way, like I'm not trying to get like praise or anything, but mainly because one, it was a brand new car, extremely exceptionally clean inside, and that's partially because here in Singapore for taxis, they have very high standards. Taxis have to be clean, they can't be dirty, and he was really professional. I mean, there was few disadvantages, you know, and I kind of understood where he was coming from, but overall my experience in taxi with this pretty pleasant. It wasn't bad at all. Check this out. They have a little video roll, but like for safety reasons.